she'll drive you crazy.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with a new Aether Drift commander, Caradora. Caradora is a human knight that tutors your deck for vehicles or mounts and puts additional +1/+1 counters on all of your creatures and vehicles. This is a great way to synergize not just with the various vehicles and the mounts of Aether Drift and Outlaw Junction, even the old ones from Kaladesh, but it's also a way to synergize with survivors. This deck is great because it's doing everything. You have a tutor in the command zone, which means that you can fetch the perfect piece for any situation. Do you need some power? You got it. Do you need reanimation? Of course. Do you need maybe a little bit of removal? Maybe a little bit of blink? Do you need something that lets you recast your cards, get more +1/+1 counters? Caradora can find it all. She can even find mounts that will grow your creatures even more, and vehicles that do the same. Or if you're desperate for lands, you can get something like the Lumbering World Wagon. And because you're tapping your creatures, we've got things like Imara that spit out tokens, and Wily Duke that draws you cards, as well as all of the different survivors like Effie, Kona, and Rip, which will get you more creatures, more counters, and more power in play. This is all even better when you untap everything at the end of your turn. You've been crewing, you've been saddling, but why saddle yourself with tapped creatures when instead you can untap everything to block with all of your creatures and vehicles? And since you can tap things on demand, we have a very good board wipe here. It is split up. You can tap all of your creatures, maybe swing in with a few, and then say, hey opponent, your creatures that didn't get tapped by these vehicles are now gone. Combine that with a little bit of ramp, since we are in green, and a little bit of nice instant speed removal in white, and Caradora becomes an extremely good commander. So let's take her into the queue and start riding to victory. Itali, Primal Conqueror! Oh man, they're gonna be stealing my cool cars and horses? Oh, that's rough. I don't love that. I'll play this Turn Timber to start since I don't have anything for turn 1. Turn 2, maybe Lagarin. Since I can make mana of any color for mounts with this. This card, by the way, is in this deck kind of as like for funsies. I don't actually ever think I will get value out of this card, but it's cool and it fits the theme. Oh, and Lagarin is Caradora's mount. If I was desperate for lands, I'd go for the House Cartographer. But you know what I'd rather do? I'd rather grow these creatures, set up for a really big pump from Caradora, and tutor. This is going to get me a survivor. And a survivor it did get. I had 2 tapped creatures, so it got me a 2-drop. Nice. The matchmaking for this commander's weird? Yes, it is! I've matched into what? Ragavan, Bolus, Pantlaza. I think there was like a Cormella in there somewhere. It's going hard. I think it's because it's a tutor in the command zone, or maybe they messed with the matchmaking again. Lotus Cobra is getting them enough ramp that Itali is probably coming out next turn. I guess I just have to accept that. So I could either go for the double buff from Caradora or set up Reluctant Role Model and House Cartographer for a value. I think it's Caradora. So I'm going to Caradora, get myself removal that can hit Itali. There's not that much of it, because like most of my stuff just can't quite get there. I actually already have the Limousine in hand, so I might go for something more aggressive like Tumblewag. Let's see. Yeah, since I already have that, I'm gonna grab the hover ship for other stuff though. I will saddle up, swing in, and Effie can also enlist. These all got +1/+1 counters, and because I had 3 tapped creatures, I got a Defiant Survivor. This is a digital only card. If you're wondering why I've never built this as commander, the answer is Well, I thought about it, but then I got bored halfway through putting every single survivor in a deck. Skyseer's Chariot, they can now tax some stuff. At least burn down the house doesn't, like, just destroy everything. So Skyseer's Chariot, which name do you pick? So Ragavan is, it would make me pay 2 to saddle it if they named Ragavan. Gorin? They named itself. What? But now you can't crew it to block in the air. All right, whatever. I'm gonna put Itali in a car. What? What do you want me to do? I don't think I bother with saddling this, even though it gets a counter. Yay! You can't pay the 2. You named this. They want to kill Caradora? That's fine. By the way, if they didn't name that, I probably would have used Knight of Autumn. Alright, so I no longer have any survivors that have a mana value of 2 or 1 mana. So Effie's no longer putting them into hand. I do have a 4-cost survivor. I have 2 of them, Kona and Rip, I think. Alright, so what did you get? You got my Great Henge, bro. How come your mom lets you have my Great Henge? Isn't role model 2 or less? Yeah, but it's already in my hand, so she can't find it. I'm going to use Knight of Autumn to destroy the Skyseer's Chariot because they can crew with it. Because they have 2 mana. I'll destroy you. I'll grab this Reluctant Role Model. And I will saddle with you and put you in this car and swing in with all of these. And I'm going to put Itali in jail. +1/+1 counters on you two. And that should be lethal. GG, Itali. Medicant Core Guidelight. Hey, I almost built that as the first commander from this set. Medicant Core Guidelight. This is an artifact creature commander. It starts your engines. It wants you to get to max speed because once you do, you can start cloning your artifacts. And in blue-white, that means there's going to be an awful lot of aggressive creatures. I feel like this deck is going to be a little bit like Prince of Krug, copying artifacts, making your artifact creatures really strong. I'm looking forward to building this. Also, cute little robot guy. My boy! My boy! Oh, Scott Swords did. All right, fine. I will... I'm gonna play the Legek. Legek. This can't block, but it can protect things. I have Miriam, but I want to start getting this growing. So I'm going to saddle up, get a, I'm feeling flying, counter on this. So I can just keep attacking with it. Survivors, an integral part to this deck. I thought it was really fun, just like the idea of combining things that want to be tapped with the different mounts and vehicles. It's one of those things where it's definitely a synergy that Wizards of the Coast intended to all have in Standard at one time. So it's really fun to get to play them together in Brawl. Nice. Medicant Core. Do I feel like growing my critter? Do I feel like trying to set up for some card draw? I want to grow my critter. I guess I'll saddle. Do I really care? No, because they're not blocking anyway. Okay. Skrelv is able to protect. And also attack. +1/+1 or lifelink. Lifelink! I want to save the +1/+1 counter for when Caradora is out. Because then I get 2 +1/+1 counters. I mean, I can keep putting counters on this, too. Miriam, you're like the alternate commander to this deck. You're so cute. You and your horse. So this can make something unable to be blocked by a color. It gives things hexproof from a color. It does not give protection, though. So, like, if they swung in and they didn't give protection, I could still block to try to trade here. Or not protection, but the hexproof can't be blocked by... They want to hit me. The point is they want to hit me because this. Ooh, Braided Net. You don't need to pay mana for this, right? So Braided Net, it's going to tap this. And then eventually flip. Kipu is so pretty. Is that how you say that? Probably. So now they will get to hit me. And they're protecting Medicant Core from certain kinds of removal. Let's see. I sure did not get a land. Bank Busta. Get him, Busta. Lands. They're in there. I can crew with Miriam. So I'll have a blocker. I also have a colorless blocker, which is notable because Skrelv can't name colorless. Thousand Moon Smithy! Oh, that is gonna make a big boy. Nice 6/6. Okay, in response to them going for the tap, we crew. I am a little worried about this. Also, the fact that I think they can flip this next turn. Do you move all counter types? What are these? Charge counters? Okay. Listen, if you attack in, I will put my charge counters onto the Reluctant Role Model. Do I think that'll do anything? No. Will I have it? Yes. I'm just gonna draw. I really want to land. I'll take it! I finally got a land! Hey, you two. Get in here. My blocks are worse, but that's okay. Do you want to trade Gnome Soldier for Venom Sack? Great. When it dies, I get to move its counter because of how Reluctant Role Model works. And who do I want to put on? It's like I could put it onto you. Put it onto Billiam. Miriam. Oh, we got so many choices. I'm going to put it on to Bill. Bill. Did I get rid of the whirly ninjutsu thingies? No. If we end up on the new map, the Aether Drift map, you're gonna see people complain about it. Right underneath the stops here, there's propellers, and they make it feel like you have ninjutsu from your hand. Palladium Mirror! So they don't have enough to flip this. Spyglass Siren. All my blockers are the same color, but it doesn't matter because they need to defend themselves here. I don't have enough mana for this. How do I not have a land? Girl. You know what? Fine. Rip, you might not get me lands, but you're still pretty sweet. I'm gonna crew with Rip. Would you like to tap something down? Reluctant role model's like, yay, I'm being tapped! And I'm just attacking with everything. What's this? Caradora can get me the vehicle that's a land? There's a vehicle that's a land? Okay, got Skyclave Apparition and Guide of Souls. I don't think I can get enough creatures entering for Guide of Souls. But like, whatever, they're both in my hand. More +1/+1 counters. When it searches for a land. Yeah, but I can't play it until next turn. So I may as well make Big Rip, look at the top 7 cards, get 2 creatures out of it. Okay, so they killed the Reluctant Role Model, but they're left with nothing. All I gotta do is swing in. Really, the survivors were the all-stars in that game, and it's really fun to get to see a new commander. GG, Medicant Core. Pantlaza, the Sun Favor, the Dino that discovers. And we have a little bit of early ramp. Ramp that is specifically extra good for mounts and vehicle spells. I do have a turn 1 glide car here. That gets me a scry to potentially get to another land. Or I can play the tap land first and go for this. Oh, I actually got lucky here. I've got the glide car directly into the Stable Master. Smuggler's Copter. Normally, I would say, yeah, I love Smuggler's Copter. It gets in good flying damage. But right now, I want to make sure I can get to the mana for Caradora. And, you know, everybody else. Play the Stable Master. I will put it into the car. The Voyager Glide Car. It's weird that it's called a glide car. I wonder if it had flying at some point in development. They're ramping, and they can definitely play Pantlaza next turn. Well, that's just fine. The Lumbering World Wagon feels like a pretty good thing, but it won't let me use that. But it will get me a land, so I'm going to do that. Lumbering World Wagon. Get me a fine little land here. I like that we have vehicles that can be ramp. We also have vehicles that can just tap for mana. But I like that this also gets a land. It's on enter or attack, too. Oh, Lucy, thank you for the 17-month resub. While we wait for our opponent to make up their mind. They may have had, like, a kill spell there. They had 2 mana, something like Get Lost. Or a way to take out these guys. If you hover over it, it has flying. Cute. So they hit a Swords to Plowshares. I only have 1 creature here. It's the Stable Master, so there goes the Stable Master. Well, fine. I could go for Caradora here, but I actually have a more fun idea. I'm going to play Kona, and I'm going to tap Kona with the World Wagon, and I'm going to attack with the World Wagon. And because this is a lovely little tapped survivor, I'm going to get something in my second main phase. Would you like to block my World Wagon? No? Okay, sweet. I'm going to put the Great Henge into play for free, because that seems good. I don't know about you, but free henge? I'm into free henge. I'm going to get my Shockland to just maximize Vixen. And now I've got Getaway Car or the Seraphic Steed. I'm going to go for the Steed because it enters as a creature. And that way it gets me a card and a +1/+1 counter and pass the turn. It's not just good, it's great. It's a great henge. Says so on the card. So I've got a 3/3 with First Strike, which I could also crew the Glide Car with. If I have a bunch of creatures at the end of my turn, I can't tap them all with the glide car. No, I'm gonna let Pantlaza smack me here. A free henge in this economy? It's a good henge. How many permanents do they have? They have 8 out of 10 to get this attacking and blocking. Parting Gust, they are going to exile Kona and give me a fish. So long, and thanks for all the fish. I think it's time to tutor. I'm going to bring out Caradora, or try to. She'll get a +1/+1 counter, and a mount or vehicle, and a card in hand. The mount I want here, or the vehicle I want here, is removal. And the removal I'm going to go for is the Surge Hacker Mech. Because I have so many vehicles. I'm just going to kill Pantlaza. You have crew 1? Cool. Ooh, okay. It can only hit the things they control. Can I chain these? Yes, but I don't think I'd want to. I can't tell if somebody in chat is trying to mess with me. I'm not going to bother crewing this Seraphic Steed. They're saying that the glide car has flying? It doesn't have flying. It can get flying until end of turn if you tap tap 3 creatures. Alright, so they tap Pantlaza, they'll be able to block one of these. But it itself does not have flying. It can just get flying until end of turn. Nice. Rebound, let's see what they do. Dino Pants. Lightning Bolt. No, not my fish that you gave me. Oh, they're not even going to cast it. They're going to save it for later. Here comes Fury. This deals 4 damage, so they're going to take out Caradora. Seems like an apt split up. I am going to destroy all untapped creatures. And then play a creature to tap. I could either go Defiant Survivor or Caradora. It doesn't matter, because the Lumbering World Wagon is going to be lethal. And I could crew with either, since this would be getting a +1/+1 counter. I'll just grab, I don't know, eeny, meeny, miny, Ox. And swinging in for 8. Sorry, swinging in for 9. It gets a +1/+1 from, or a +1/+0 from the land. Nice. GG, Pantlaza. Tinybones, Bobble, Burglar. Gonna be burgling my baubles? I sure hope not. When I discard a card, it gets exiled. And then they can play or cast those cards, but only during their turn. This is gonna be a mono black discard. Right here, I do have some wonderful Selesnya goodness. I've got a Scales card. I've got a Saddler. And I am being Thoughtseized. He dropped my good 2-drop. It's fine, though. Because eventually, I'll have the Golden Argosy. Everyone loves the Argosy, right? I'll play Fortune here. Fortune, we scry. This is mostly in here for funsies. I'll put that to the bottom. So I have a blinking mount. So I can blink Caradora for extra tutors. And this is like, I have both blinking pieces here. Oh, Inscription of Ruin. I have to discard 2. I'll drop... Oof, this is tough because, like, these are all useful ways for them to destroy my stuff. The Golden Argosy and... It's like, am I willing to give them the Witch Enchanter? Because it will be able to destroy these other pieces. Same with Requisition Raid. That's the trouble. It can destroy the artifact or enchantment. I'll give them those. They can only play them while Tinybones is in play, but even if Tinybones dies and comes back, like, they'll have access to it. Caradora. I would like to tutor. I'm going to tutor for something that can get rid of Tinybones. Tinybones is a 3/3, but can become a 2/4. Yeah, sorry, he's 1/3. Saddle up. Yeah, listen, Fortune's weird. They both blink at the end of combat, even if this is dead. Yes. We tutor and then scry. Fortune might be Annie's mount, but it's totally not. Ooh. Yeah, actually swap the order on those. It's totally not. This is Caradora's mount. Ignore that Caradora also has a mount. Elderfang Disciple, we got a discard. I will drop the Innkeeper's Talent. Wait. I'm dropping Sky Sovereign. Another writ! Hey, Tinybones, the things you have done, I find them greatly distasteful, and I would like you to stop. I have many options of how to take this turn, but I'm going to choose this. Caradora is going to run over Tinybones. I could either swing in with both of these or keep on tutoring. And I don't know. I'm kind of into the card advantage. So the weird thing here is if I do blink Caradora, I'm going to lose these counters. But I'm so totally fine with that. Let's go. Caradora getting blunked. We scry, we tutor, tutor and scry. How's about we get a... Eeny, meeny, miny. I like having cards in hand. Tiny doggy. Kitty cat chariot. Yes, but no. I'm taking the cat chariot. Well, also getting more cards in hand against the discard deck is important. Because, like, discard. I need to have cards in hand. Watch them just, like, mind rot me. Make me drop 2 here. That's fine. I'll just tutor for more. Hi, Rankle. Rankle can go for some symmetrical sacrifice. Looks like we are going to do that. I'm going to be dropping Caradora here. And I'm tempted to hold this. Even though I could blink Chariot with Fortune and go super wide. I think I'd rather hold on to the removal. So I'm going to drop Essica's Chariot. Caradora. Move my commander to the command zone. Yeah. Take out Rankle. Hand empty. Head empty. Beefing up Fortune and swinging in. I don't get the double beef, though, because, you know, Caradora's not in play. In the future, I might actually be blinking the hover ship with Fortune. Because if you... Okay, if you crew a vehicle and then you put the vehicle onto a mount, it does work. Is that weird? Yes. But does it work? Also, yes. Cars can ride horses. It's fine. Don't question it. It's normal. It's fine. Oh, that's a funny one. Split up. It is funny. I think I want to attack in the air. If they'd like to, they are able to destroy this. They could also play Sky Sovereign. What does Caradora do? Tutors for mounts and vehicles and makes more counters happen. Oh no, my split up! Do you want to cast it? Destroy my tapped creature. I was really hoping for a land for Caradora. I could have kept this on top and used it to, like, do some stuff. Yeah. They have 4 mana left. That is enough to requisition raid, grow their creatures, or destroy this, but not both because of the ward one, I think. Alright, there goes Fortune. And I gotta put full control mode here, because of how these triggers are gonna work, I think. Oh no, I don't have to. Okay. Because if this was crew 3, I would have had to. But it's crew 1! This is currently lethal in the air next turn with the unidentified hover ship. And I guess all it takes is one alien vessel piloted by a ghost. Things have been weirder in Magic. Maybe. Ragavan, Nimble Pilfer. Listen, I do not know what's going on with matchmaking today. This set just came out today. But I've seen a Ragavan. I've seen a Derevi. I'm not sure what's going on. And I get it. Caradora is a tutor in the command zone. But she can only tutor for mounts and vehicles? I don't know. At 4 mana, that doesn't feel that crazy. That doesn't feel that crazy in Selesnya colors. Alright, well, I played something that might have been able to block, but they tossed it away. Carelessly. Typical matchmaking for you. Hello, Ragavan. They did not give it haste. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Nice. Once it's delirious, it'll be a 3/1. Have to attack. Also fly. That was a really good top deck. Otherwise, Lumbering Worldwagon would have been great ramp. I'm gonna exile Ragavan. They will either free it, or it will be in exile forever. No, they don't want it in exile forever. That's fair. I recognize I didn't introduce Ragavan, but if you watch my channel, you probably already know. Ragavan, on hit, does a little bit of crime. Stealing from your opponent, exiling the top card of your opponent's deck, and you can cast that card this turn. I'll block with the Skyclave Apparition. Caradora or Essica's Chariot. I think I want to just go wide. This person's running a pretty aggressive deck. I could have also Lumbering Worldwagon looked for lands, but I like just getting out a bunch of different things that can block Ragavan, Dragon's Rage Channeler, whatever else. And next turn I might throw down this. The One Ring gives them protection. On attack abilities like Essica's Chariot will still work. But they're protecting. Making me go through the motions. Come on! Block the token. Got another little funky tutor here. Yeah. I like using up all the mana. I'm still attacking in with this because I would like additional cat. More cat, more fun. No damage dealt. That's fine. One ring. They leave. They leave? Sure, I guess they leave. Nicol Bolas, God Pharaoh. I have a feeling this deck is going to be a very familiar one to me. I have a feeling it's going to be Nicol Bolas Crime. Especially because this person did say, hey, and I'm going to say, hey, right back. Hi, how you doing? Okay, I guess that'll slow down my fetch lands, which I do have a bunch of them in this deck. I have a Bank Buster or a Smuggler's Copter. I'm gonna go Bank Buster over Copter here. You think I'm gonna get +1'd by this person? You wouldn't dare. Actually, they might dare. I wish they wouldn't dare. I'm gonna play the House Cartographer. And I'm going to use both of these to crew. Crewed up. Swinging for 4. And then bam! House Cartographer finds me the top land of my deck. It's a Plains! They're up to 5 mana already with the Replicating Ring. Lazav, Wearer of Faces. Hey, that's a kind of crime. Can copy creatures from graveyards. Cat. Crew. Go to combat. Swing in. In response to their firm grasp, I'm gonna have a fight Lazav, or bite Lazav. What land did I get? Windswept Heath. Okay, I'll play that since they know about it, but we don't crack it until their turn because of Confounding Conundrum. Not gonna bluff having like a mana drain or whatever. And Surveil. Ooh, Innkeeper's Talent. I'll keep that on top. You've played against this person, Ragnarok, and they +1 you? Don't they know you can only +1 if your opponent has hexproof? Some people, they don't know. It's so sad. Mana Drain. Mana Tithe. Yeah, Mana Tithe is the one you gotta look for here. It's fun having, like, these survivors and stuff that get me various lands. Okay, so Baleful Mastery on my cat! Aw, man! I won't be able to use it right away, but I'm gonna grab the Skyseer Chariot. Because this bad boy can tax Nicol Bolas's abilities. You like to pay the 2? Yeah, Mana Tithe is the one you can have in white. So here comes Bolas. I assume they're going to +2 or minus. Okay, +2. You got... They got the Buffy. You got the Buffy. Anyway, Nicol Bolas, God Pharaoh, now costs 2 mana to activate. I'm a fan of that. That said, I think also it should die. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop. Innkeeper's Talent. Gonna grow the House Cartographer and swing in with all of these. Now I can't attack. Why? Because of the sweet little puppy? That's never stopped me before. You had somebody targeting your delighted halfling with Skyseer Chariot? Yes, you can name mana-producing creatures with Skyseer's Chariot. If I had lethal there, I think I would have gone for face. And there may have been a route for lethal, but I didn't see it. Kolaghan's command, getting rid of this, killing Caradora. Replaying Caradora will get me the Guide of Souls trigger. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Night of Autumn. I'm going to destroy the replicating ring. I'm going to double this. And then I'm going to swing in. This will put 4 counters. This will put 2 counters. And it'll be lethal. GG. Senette Jelly Drover. Hi, Senette. You don't get to see many of these. I did build one actually pretty recently. Senette is mono blue flyers. If it's blue and it flies, then it's good for the deck because it gets +1/+1. Senette is also a very blinkable creature because whenever she enters, she makes a jellyfish. Also, when she dies, she makes a jellyfish. And look at her. She's just like a cute little anime girl. Ooh, Sapphire Medallion. I wish I had, like, a creature to play here instead of a vehicle. But we're just in oops all vehicles mode right now. I got the Rafflecopter. I got a glide car. They got some 1/1s. They sure are holding up 2 blue, and I don't like that. That makes me feel very uncomfortable. Miriam. I think it's like a mana drain or something. Are we good? I could just sit here. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's Vendilion Click. Are you gonna check out my hand or your own hand and swap a card? My hand. 2 mana and a Sapphire Medallion. Can you understand why I'm scared? This is, by the way, a mono blue tempo deck. It's very aggressive in just building up value while protecting what it's got. Huh, they didn't get rid of the hover ship. Is the new blue card good in this deck? Yes. So Mu Yanling, the new one, is good. It makes a token that's a flying vehicle, and it makes it so flyers draw you cards when they hit. So that's just good stuff. I don't have anything big to proliferate until Effie. It's like if I had swung in, I would have been getting a counter on it, but I felt I needed to be more protective. And I think that was the right move. All right, so I will loot. Loot. Siren Storm Tamer can protect from the hover ship ability. Yeah. I'm just tapping everything for the most value off these. Effie buffs all of my tapped creatures. Nice. Brazen Borrower, just another nice blue flyer. I have a feeling that if this didn't have hexproof, they might have bounced it. But it does have hexproof on my turn, thanks to Miriam. Thanks, Miriam. Haka! Tweet, 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 tweet. A lot of damage. Nice henge. Looking pretty great to me. I will play the Metastatic Evangel. Into Reluctant Role Model to proliferate. Oh, crew. And swing. I can only enlist things that don't have summoning sickness. I think I'd rather just swing wide. Getting pecked to death by birds. Peep, peep. I'm going lifelink over flying. Nice Kona. So, if they can kill me this next turn, cool. Why did they blink Mausoleum Wanderer? Oh, because it's a spirit. Okay. Is this lethal? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15? It's not lethal! But it definitely is close. But it's not lethal. We turn around, we hit him, and we win. GG. Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator. The more cards you can get into exile, the more damage you can deal. And by damage, I mean it's more of a psychological damage where you exile your opponent's entire deck off of that -7 ability. I have a turn 1 Birds of Paradise, so I'm just going to go for that. Windswept Heath, I'll go for the Shockland. There it is. Nice. This Ashiok allows you to exile cards from your deck instead of paying life, which means that cards like Bolus's Citadel are absolutely nuts with it. Oh, Phantasmal Extraction. Hi. Yes, I do have cards in my hand. That's all of them. They're all being revealed here. Did I buy this outfit for the set release? No, I already had it. This is actually something that my my partner's parents got for me. Isn't it cute though? They found it at like a thrift store in, I think it was Southern California. I think it's neat. What do I want against Ashiok? I think I know. I'm gonna bring out Caradora, and they're gonna know what I'm grabbing. I'm gonna grab something that can hit Planeswalkers. I'm gonna hit Sky Sovereign. Now they're in mono black. They can make me discard it. They can exile it once it's animated. Destroy it. Hi, Shelly. So I don't have removal for you. Which one is this? I can make Ashiok cost mana, huh? I could also just, like, yeet in. Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator. They might be running Peer into the Abyss, which combos with this. Yeah, it's cool though. It's like my racing themed thing. Got a little crown on one side, stars on the other. Somebody said it's like an Italian track jacket, but on the back side, somebody stitched a thing of Mount Fuji, which you can't really see because of the blue screen on there. I draw. It hurts. I'm gonna crew with the Skyseer's Chariot. I crack open my Bretagard Stronghold to give these two Vigilance and also Lifelink and swing in. They get 2+1/+1 counters because Caradora. Would like to, yes. That flips over, becomes a land. What a nice giant bird. I actually just realized that the reason this is flying is because it's being drawn by 2 ibises? Yeah, I don't know. Aw, no, Amara! Aw, she's dead. At least she made a lot of little goodies for me. Is it a hoopoe? Oh, there might be hoopos! Naru's cousin. I mean, we do have, like, birdmen. But this is funnier. I was like, they have an Herborg out? Oh, no wonder it taps for black. Mech Hanger. Ooh, actually, Mech Hanger with what I currently have is very cute. I draw. It hurts. I'm gonna grab some removal that can hit Shelly. I have a couple different ones. I like unidentified hover ship just in general, so I'm gonna go for that. And I'm considering doing the, like, put Caradora back in hand and sacrifice the getaway car. But I can do that while blocking, too. So if they ever swing in, I can crew, block, put Caradora back in hand so I can cast her again without paying the tax. Please stop gaining life. Black market connections, they are not going for all modes. They're just making a treasure and drawing a card. And I'm just out here like, wonder if board wipe. Nope, 1 ring. I still have some things that benefit from attacking in here. Please stop being what you are, Sholdred. Please? Alright, so Acklezotz is flipped back over. I might go for the Zotz on this, too. I can hit either of them. How do you cosplay Fast and Furious? Asking because I am just too foolish to know. Ship it. Put the Zotz right in there. They can't take damage this turn because of the 1 ring. Put that back into my hand. I guess the taxing on Ashiok has made a pretty big difference. Blink. Wow, they didn't block it. Oh, because this could have been a land and then followed by Sky Sovereign to kill Shelly. Yeah, that would make sense. Caradora. You gotta use family. This can exile her. I have enough vehicles though. I'm gonna go for Surge Hacker Mech. Surge Hacker can also hit Planeswalkers, but it's better if you have lots of vehicles out. Their life total keeps going up. 1 ring in Shelly is such a problem. If you're wondering why I focused Acklezotz first, it's because Acklezotz is just going to be a bigger problem with my evasive creatures. Whereas Sholdred, like, if it dies, it dies. If this dies, it just keeps coming back. Well, as long as my hand is kind of empty, and my hand will be kind of empty against a deck that's pretty good at making me discard. Here comes the Solemn Simulacrum. Is Sholdred a mistake? Yes. Ray, thank you for the 11-month resub. They probably have some recursion. Yeah. They also have a creature back here. Faceless Haven. Hello? Get a kill spell. I'm fine with Caradora dying. Fatal push on the hover ship. Sure, they get a 2/2. Oh, I just realized I can getaway car by crewing with that to put it back in my hand. That's a cheeky thing I could have done. There's so many weird lines in this. I draw! Hey! Get out of my face, Sheldred. Getaway car to the hover ship? I forgot I could put the car in another car! That makes my life easier. Just doing clown car business here. That's all I know. Just crew it. Just some extra damage. The Bank Buster can't currently be crewed. So don't have to worry about it blocking. It was a Liliana under there. Neat. They have 1 black mana. Ah, dismember! Okay. Both cards they manifested were Liliana's. Onyx. Lily. They're both lilies. They lose 2 from the burden. And how much do you pay into black market connections? They have too many cards? Yes. Yes, they do. It's been a while since I've seen this Ashiok. At least it feels like it's been a while. Nice. They have some reanimation. Right now, creatures in graveyard are Imara, Solemn Simulacrum, and that's it. Yeah, the Swords to Plowshares was helpful. You got any critters? They need to take 2 counters off this in order to get the pilot. Momentum Breaker. I have to sacrifice a creature or vehicle. Oh no, not my soldier token. Eek. Yeah, sure feels good to me. Caradora again. But she's going to be making quite a getaway. Do I have anything here that could... That's ramp, that's growing. That's a very fun way to grow everything. More blinking. Funny horse. Get in the car. You also get in the car, but a different car. And I'll swing in for 10. I got nothing to bop with the Sky Sovereign. Put Caradora back in my hand so she only costs 4 mana. And here comes someone from the graveyard. Do I know what non-land permanent with a mana value 3 or less I want? No, but do I know I want one? Yes. This is one of those things where I have a tutor toolbox as my commander, but I built the deck. This is like my first hour playing with it outside of doing the direct challenges with Pleasant Kenobi. So I don't really know what I want to tutor for in all circumstances. I'm doing my best. But, Ooh, usually you know what you're tutoring for a little bit better than this. You'll figure out your play patterns. Right now, all I know is removal. Removal, bounce, lots of things like that. Yes, this will get better the more mounts and vehicles they add. The more choices you have, the better it gets. So the taxing Skyseer's Chariot is no longer in play. They're making 2 nightmares. I do think a card was put into exile. Actually, maybe not this turn. There was something taken out of the graveyard. Yeah, nothing this turn, actually. So these won't be getting counters yet. That's helpful. I don't want to show them that that's what I have, though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't feel like I need Caradora here, so I'm going to play Guardian Sunmare. I'm going to put the horse in the car. I'm going to swing with my Sky Sovereign. Sacrifice a non-token creature of my choice. Okay, I'll drop Guide of Souls. Like, it means they can use it, but that's fine. Right now, I'm very much in the vehicles plan. All right, killing Sky Sovereign. I will crew it up with the getaway car. I only need one of you, so all yous are gonna go in. Yeah, it can't go back into my hand. It's in the graveyard. Ooh, you want the card draw? This is a Triumph was playing. Oh my god, from the lyrics. That's just elegant timing. All right, so I've got the unlicensed hearse here. So when they target a creature in the graveyard, we'll take it for a ride. They're very card drop help. My guess is they're searching for combo pieces. All right, they're targeting Imara. So I will hit from my graveyard Imara and Guide of Souls. I have a tiny bit of graveyard recursion in this deck, but not enough that I care about it. They lose 4 life. Is Hearse helpful? I mean, it's increasing the number for that -7, but unless they get to the -7, that doesn't make a big difference. Yeah, they have not full sent, I don't think at all. I don't think they've made the token a single time. Okay, my horse is dead. They have a creature, Faceless Haven, sort of. They also have a Bank Buster here. They're making 2 blockers. I wish Surge Hacker could hit face. Let me hit face. As it stands, they can't gain life from this. They're gonna gain 1 whole life. They lose 4, 5. I can attack with 2 creatures. That's not enough to deal a damage to them, because they have up to 3 blockers. So I'll bring out Caradora. Oh, if you're wondering, like, where does the other... I don't have to crew. I can mech hanger. Could use more lands, but I think just a flyer would be good. I actually don't think I'm gonna put Caradora back in hand. Nah, I will put her back in hand. I just like tutoring over and over. It feels good. Oh, they can gain the life, right? No, they can't. They're, it's 4. Yeah. Hey, you want some double block? Oops, Amy chooses greed. Value. Value. Excuse me, that's my horse? You can't have it. From my graveyard, I'll hit the horse and... Avacyn's Pilgrim. They go to 2, they made a treasure. Or they have to make a treasure here, because otherwise they die. There's some huge ways to gain life, though, in mono black. This Davriel, on this -2 ability, can get half of Shuldred's passive. The side that says whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. And, of course, they hit it on the first run. They have drawing a card, drawing a card, drawing a card. Not only are they no longer at the verge of death, they're about to gain an absurd amount of life. This is now net life gain. If you're wondering, Amy, do you have a way to deal with it? The horse could have gotten the thing that could exile it. Oh, I got my despair invoked. I got Danganronpa'd. They now also do have a creature off of Bankbuster. If they want it. And I think they do. They're at 15. Remember how they were at 1. Me Hobbit! You think Exsanguinate's the best? No. It's Gary. Gary's the life gain they crave. At least I can kill Davriel. Ugh. Trying to decide if I, yeah, Caradora. I need lands. Or something birdish. This doesn't exile, it destroys. You're gonna make the pilot, you're gonna kill the hearse, and then they can get stuff out of the grave. There you go. They had a consuming corruption. Now there's a way to gain some life. They're at 28. I would say that I do not have a way to win here, so I'm going to leave. Tesa of the Ghost Council is going to be a problem for me, because this is a commander that operates almost entirely on their turn. And yes, I have removal, but outside of a couple instances, it's all sorcery speed removal, because that's what we have access to in, well, the vehicles and mounts deck. You can't even, you know, saddle up at instant speed to get certain buffs. I will throw down this Innkeeper's Talent to get ready to put some +1/+1 counters on things. But for now, it's going to be a very spirited game. They'll be making tokens, buffing those tokens and any other spirits they have, and swinging in. Oh, Lagavan. Nice. Since this hover ship can't hit their commander, it can, but, like, not at the time I want it to. I might just want to go for ramp. Yeah, I'm gonna ramp. What colors are best for vehicle decks? So Selesnya has gotten a lot of, like, mount/vehicle support. My other vehicle deck that I have in Paper Magic is a just Kai deck. It's Kai Cars. It's Kai Car cars because you cast a car, which gives you a spirit, so you can use it to crew the cars. It's cute. Somebody in chat had the idea, and I threw it together, and I thought it was fun. So Kai Cars. But I want to make that into an Optimus Prime deck because, as many of you know, I like Transformers. As many of you know. This is a little dangerous to do against an aggressive deck, but I know what I want. And it's to make use of these survivors. Unfortunately, that's only... Dang, I can't fully crew up here. That's fine. I'm still going to tap this. I'll give you lifelink. Nice. Okay, this is crew 4. Tesa makes a little guy. She wiggles. Gets +1/+0 for all spirits while she's in play. Nice. Caradora. Going to grab myself a mount or vehicle. Some more stuff that just keeps buffing. Right now, what I'm going to try to do is just get as much life gain as I can and win like that. Alright, so let's start crewing and saddling. Crew. Saddle. I'm on the no blocks train. I'm on an express to No Blocksville. They're saying nice. Thank you. 2 +1/+1 counters because of Caradora. Another spirit. Another buff. If they kill the role model, I can move its counters onto somebody else. By which I mean Lagavan. That's what I would be putting it onto. Alright, so they exiled it. It doesn't die. I don't get to move the counters, but they did lose 3 life. Blood Artist? Thank you. I was like, buddy? Sweaty? Are you sure? So they do have a flying blocker. I will be attacking in, I think, mostly in the air, but the Lumbering World Wagon I'll probably just keep going in with. Tumble Swag. Effie. Ward 1. And I'll be using... Your crew 4. Okay. I'll be using you to crew. You to crew. And you. Go to combat. Spread the love. Will I be at PAX East this year? Yes, I will be at PAX East for at least one day. Storage to plowshares on the Lumbering World Wagon. Here's the good news. I gain a lot of life. I will use you two to buff each other. And they have to block because the scales effect is big. They could block with the 1/1, gain themselves a life, but it looks like being aggressive paid off. GG, Tesa. I think I just need like one more game. I think I know which ones I want to include so far. Misanthrope, they just didn't understand how powerful you are. Yo, Ghost! Thank you for the 73-month resub! It's okay, I have the alerts off during the recording anyway, but thank you for the spooky, scary resubs. It's very nice. Thank you for Ghosts. Oh, right, card. Ketramos, the New Dawn. This is a probably going to be very based in exiling and removing things, Commander. Ketramos cannot attack or block until there are 7 or more cards in exile, which you can do by exiling cards from your opponent's hand, from the battlefield, from their deck. There's a lot of different cards that exile in different ways. Also, that gives you card advantage. This is pretty nice. I guess I'll go for Bulwark Ox over Smuggler's Copter. Yeah, that sounds fine. Was it just asking if I wanted it to saddle itself? Oh, no, it's asking if I want to sacrifice it. No, I don't. Thank you for asking, I suppose. And this is why we run Exiling Removal for indestructible creatures. I won't get any counters, but that's fine. Whee! Oh, and I guess they just don't want their commander. So they get to manifest Dread. But also their commander is gone forever. He lives in exile now. Maybe they don't think they need him. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. Oh, nice. I found some green mana here. Yeah, they left. Evora, Insatiable Air, plays really nicely with some of the new cycling cards because this is a discard commander. Whenever you discard a card, she gets a +1/+1 counter. And she also makes Blood, which you can use for more discard. Ooh, Amara, that sounds great. I'm going to probably start with the Glory Heath Lynx. Then put Amara on the cat, the Catra cycle, and get some more planes. Unless they kill my cat. By the way, this thing is so crazy pushed. In Limited, I saw this when I was doing my set review, and I was like, oh, it's a 2-mana 2/3. And it can get you planes? And it has lifelink? Well, I guess that's just silly. Okay, well, you know what? As revenge, because I really did want to do the things with the cat, I'm going to be mean, and I'm going to exile your commander. Eye for an eye. Cat for a vampire. They're gonna heist my deck. They might get one of the generic, like, utility cards I have in this deck, or they might get some silly vehicles. There's a lot of cards I feel in my deck that are not that useful for others. Like, if you saw the Itali game, yes, they stole from me. No, they didn't steal useful things from me. I think I'm gonna go for... Do I feel Miriam or Amara? I'm gonna go Miriam. Make my hover ship grow! I'll play the Bredegard Stronghold. Nice little bit of lifelink and +1/+1 counter stuff. Bristly Bill, that's what they stole. That's a very good card, followed by a land. So they get a +1/+1 counter. Lootmonger, a 3/3 now with first strike. Bristly Bill, if they can get enough green mana, can also be used to double all the counters on their things. I can play Great Henge this turn, but I have an idea. I'm going to take Bristly Bill for a ride. The pet randomly charges across the board. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I'll crew up and swing in. Yeah, like, see, it just goes. Meow. Is it okay? I don't know why it did it again and again. Okay, no, you're stopping. Good. Yeah, don't do it. Do not zip across the board again. Yeah, I feel like its animations are playing like non-stop. Does it go whenever it's clicked on? No. It did a flip. Yippee! So Vora's getting the boots. They're swinging in for 5. Okay, I'll name human. I'm going to crew up. Play the henge into Amara. Cool card. Crew with a U. Swing in. And I'm going to make use of the Mysterious Limousine's ability to swap what is in exile. And because Bristly Bill was the previous passenger, it enters play, gets a +1/+1 counter, and draws me a card. So it's on my side of the battlefield now. Inti, a great discard enabler. If they attack in, you can discard a card to get a +1/+1 counter and trample. Not that she doesn't already have trample. She's got a lot of stuff going on right now with those boots. And because they discarded, she gets an additional counter. Burst Lightning. Ooh. They could discard up to 3 more cards, since they have 3 mana and 3 blood. They're going for 1. That's going to get another card in exile for Inti. Dominating Vampire, an active treason. I'm not going to bother blocking. Could they have another big trick? Twin Inferno! They're just showing me, hey, this is how much damage I have. Yeah, I go down to 8. And then they die. Because we have Stronghold, we have Henge, we've got Requisition Raid. They don't even know about that one. We have a ton of damage. A lot of it's flying. GG Evora. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I'm so excited to get to brew with all of the new cards from Aether Drift, Caradora included. This deck I had actually played a little bit in the early access, a slightly different version of the deck that was a bit tuned down for 1v1 against a friend. This deck, this version, is all about power, and we're playing it against the randos online, and as you saw, it can take down some very strong commanders. Having a tutor in the command zone gives you access to so many good things. I actually am not sure if cards that change all of your creature types work in this, but I think they might. I think Maskwood Nexus, you can actually name Mount and then tutor for any creature in your deck. I haven't tried it, but I think it would work, and I do kind of want to try it outside of this video just to see if I can. Anyway, if you're looking for my deck list, it's in the description below, and if you'd like to suggest a commander, especially one from the new set Aether Drift, please leave a comment, let me know. Also, just in general, please, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments. Be like, Amy, you missed lethal 5 times. I know, I don't always hit things right. I try, though. And if you built a Caradora deck, let me know what you put in your deck that's different from mine. Let me know what you suggest for the deck. It's a new set, so there's a new frontier to explore. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.